Hello, this is Tanin Electronics again. Today we're going to show you how to remove the navigation unit on this 2008 Lexus IS250. The process should be the same for 2006 to 2013 IS250, IS350, and ISF vehicles. A repair service will fix your non-working touch panel, as well as, since we repaired the digitizer, or we replaced the digitizer, it'll no longer have those scratches or blur that comes over time. We do repair other issues such as loss of power, if you have a black display, or just total power loss. But please contact us first to see and hear your issues, and then provide a more accurate quote or suggestion. Before we begin the removal process, make sure to have a couple of these tools handy. I do recommend having one or two small flatheads, as well as I like to work with this magnet piece that helps me to remove like bolts and stuff like that if they fall over. And then also a 10mm driver here, and then some plastic removal tools. These are a little bit more delicate around your vehicle, and then they just come in handy when removing all sorts of parts from your vehicle. To start the trim removal process, we're going to need to remove this trim piece, but as a word of caution, just be careful when working around this general area, since this due to its age can be brittle and break easily or get deformed. As you can see here, the person that at one point removed this vent damaged it a lot, and you can see here as well. I'm not sure if it's visible with the camera. It looks like it has some cracks it's starting all the way over here and going to this side and here as well, as you can see here. And then that just happens over time, but I mean, you want to just work carefully, and I do recommend getting some sort of trim removal tool, just because it's plastic and it's not metal, so it's a little bit easier to work with. So to start the vent removal process, there are 4 tabs that need to be undone. I'll try to capture them with the camera. So there's 2 on each side of the vent. Let me see. So see, there's one there, and then one on further left, and then on the right, kind of on the same spots there. So the general technique to doing these is I get a plastic removal tool and carefully insert it on around the unit, and then with a small flathead I try to undo the clips by pushing them down, and at the same time kind of push the removal tool out, try to push it out, but very carefully, just so that like at first this pin undoes itself, and then the more you try to do it, the second pin will do it, and then at one point you'll have the left side kind of loose, and then you'll go to the right side and do the same. And then once you have all 4 clips undone, you can use the or you can use 2 trim removal pieces on each side and kind of try to like pull the unit out carefully. And once you have enough room, you'll kind of like just pull it out a few inches, and that should be kind of like the technique to use. Once the clips and the vent has been loosened, you can pull it out, but then you're gonna have to like move it towards the left, because one side of this cable is longer than the other. And from here you're going to want to unclip these 2 connectors, one on the left and the right. I will start with the one on the right and then do the left, and it will fully remove this vent from the stash part. So here I have the vent. I did forgot to mention that, or I wanted to show you the 4 tabs that need to be undone when I was showing how to remove this vent to begin with, and they are here. So there's one here, here, there, and there. So basically what you do is through the inside of the vent, you kind of want to just push down on these clips right here. So you're pushing down one. I usually like to start on one side and then just use one of your trim tools and insert it, and then once you press on the clip, it'll kind of like go outward a little bit, and then you go to the next one and then keep going at it from both sides. So once you have the vent removed, I'll show you what to connect, or the location. One's going to be here on the right side, and then the other one on the left, it's right here. And then all you do is just press on this little tab and then just pull out. If you have a hard time doing this, you can use a small flathead and do that as well. Our next step is going to be to remove these two trim panels, and these just give us access to the two bolts that are underneath the navigation unit. To remove these is pretty straightforward. They just come out, but you do have to grab them with a little bit of force from this part right here, and they do have some tabs. Looks like two tabs, one here and then one over here, and then it's the same thing. This one, it does have some tabs, so it's all you have to do is just pull them with a little bit of force straight out, and they should come right off. So this is how the 10mm bolts look like, and they're located there, all the way back there. Let me see if I can kind of show it. Yeah, so one all the way back there, and then on the left side as well, there. And then I do find it handy to have one of these like magnet tools, so you can loosen it up with your ratchet, 10mm ratchet, and then just pull them out with one of these magnet tools here. So once all 4 bolts have been removed, I like to put just a towel here or something so it can protect the center console. And then what I'm gonna do is, since it should be loose, and then all it has holding it in is the connectors, I'm just gonna pull it out as far as it'll go, and hope I can try to rest it on top of the towel here, so it won't damage any of the center part here. And you just want it just enough so you can put your hand behind it and start disconnecting the connectors. All the connectors should only fit on one way, so there's no risk of mixing up the connectors, which I can show you which connectors you need to disconnect further down in the video. Just a side note here, I did have to put the car on accessory and then put the shifter on drive. Just make sure to hold your brake on, and this is just so it's a little bit easier to work with the unit. And again, just make sure you place a towel or something to protect the center console from any damage, which as long as you work with caution, it should all be good. As for the top connectors, there is this whole top row, and then one in this top module, as well as this side on the right side, a connector for the clock, I believe, and all those need to be removed, or unconnected, I mean. So here I have the plugs all the way in the bottom. There is 2 more on the left side there, and then there's all these little ones there that need to be removed as well. Once I've disconnected all the connectors, I kind of sat it on top of the shifter here, covering the towel, but from here it will be a little bit easier to carry it and remove it from the vehicle. As you see here, I have disconnected all the connectors. There's a lot, but if you remove them one by one and then carefully pull them out, they should be good. And once you have the unit removed, just make sure to package it very carefully and with a lot of packing material, because this part is fairly expensive, so you don't want to cause any damage to the unit. And once you ship it out to us, we'll do any repairs that are necessary and get your unit back to fully working condition. Thanks for watching.